Hey everyone, just making a quick video today about the 32X and the Wondermega. I've been meaning to make this for quite a while, and I completely keep putting it off, and well, here it is. I've been asked recently, or within the past few years, hey, does the 32X and the Wondermega work together? Well, the short answer is no, they don't. The long answer, yes, they do. So, if anyone owns and knows how the 32X looks like, I'll show you. It's, it looks like a mushroom of sorts, right? And it fits on top of your Model 1, Model 2 by default, I believe. I think the Model 2 has some sort of adapter you can put on the bottom here. But what I wanted to point out to everybody, the main reason why the 32X doesn't work with the Wondermega is because of this. This entire plastic lining on the bottom was made specifically to fit the Model 1 Genesis. Now, what I went ahead and did was, well, I was curious myself. I was like, does it actually work outside of not fitting? Well, the biggest challenge I had to face was, well, how do I make it fit in the first place? So, this is my spare that I have here. And this is it. So, it does, in fact, fit, but you need to mod it. So, what I did with this one is, and I apologize to everybody, but this is pretty ugly. So, I dremeled the entire thing on the bottom. It is butchered. You see it? Everything is off. But, considering two things, right? Well, I have two, and then you're not really seeing this part too much. It's really always like, this way. But, yeah, it's a lot of work, and you have to be very careful not to dremel past, the important, like, I guess, bottom piece, right? But yeah, you have to Dremel this if you want it to fit on the flat surface of the Wondermega. Right here, you see it? And when, or if you do it properly, it fits. Unfortunately, be very careful, and I'm just going to say it exactly how it is. I personally fucked up big time. So I didn't realize that this was gonna cover the disc tray right here, or the disc lid, and I actually opened it up by accident, and I heard like a click or two, and I immediately closed it again, and unfortunately, right now, the lid opens, but I think the belt is a little fucked up. I mean, I'm gonna have to change the belt or look into it, but at this moment in time, it doesn't open up by itself all the way. So, yeah, that's my fault. I mean, I really fucked up there. But, nonetheless, just wanted to show that, yeah, this actually does work. So, biggest question, right? Is this region locked? No, it's not actually. This is technically a Japanese model Genesis or Mega Drive, right? And then here we have the American 32X, right? Which is supposed to work for the American model Genesis. The games, I believe, are region locked, so you may have to look into that. But the actual 32X is not. You can use any 32X variation with any console combination, to my understanding. If I'm wrong, please correct me. So, again, really short, not going to go too deep. Just going to show you a few things here. So, my only 32X cartridge, or the only really good one if you want to argue that, I'll show Knuckles Chaotix. I'll show a little bit of Sonic 3. And, just for shits and giggles, the EverDrive, loading games. So, let's start with Knuckles Chaotix. Yep, there it is. Yep, so everything works. Yep, okay. Alright. Now I'll just show that, you know, common misconception. People think that the 32X can actually bypass region lock. It actually can't, and I'll prove it. Okay. I believe it's set for the US BIOS, right? Okay, perfect. So this is the Japanese BIOS that I have on. See, developed for use only with NTSC Genesis systems. Doesn't bypass, doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter if you're playing it on a Japanese console. Like, it just, it doesn't do anything. Like, it mimics whatever BIOS, you know, the game loads or whatever it's attached to. But, of course, you know, changing my BIOS, it'll work. Alright. And last but not least, just going to show the Mega EverDrive. Press any key. So I loaded a few 32X games already here. Actually, I don't know if that's the entire library, but there aren't too many games. But, fuck it. Mortal Kombat 2. I'm fucking ass at this game. Fucking Scorpion, I guess. Scorpion. Round one, fight. I don't even fucking know how to play. Yeah, fuck this game. Anyways, there you have it. The 32X, you know, with the Wondermega. I don't know if this is also going to be compatible with 32X Sega CD games, because from my understanding, I believe you have to load the game first and then open the tray or something like that. I've never owned a 32X Sega CD game, or however you say it, but as long as this thing is on, you cannot open this lid. And for whatever reason, I've seen people with JVC XIs carve out like a piece of this tray just to fit this on and leave it on permanently. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But aside from that, yeah, this definitely works for those who are curious. Alright, until next time.